Hi again, it's Miss Ray from the Ray of Math. Last time we nailed addition. This time we're going to master subtraction and borrowing if we need to. Let's say we have the number 72. 72 minus 38. Sometimes when it comes to subtraction, we need to focus on the ones placed in the top number. So 72 has 7 tens and 2 ones. Now, if you look at the picture, the whole problem, we see that this 2 in the ones place is less than this 8 in the other ones place. So we need to borrow 1 from the tens place. So now we're going to take away 1. You can draw a line through it if you want, right? So 7 minus 1 is now going to be 6. This is now going to become 12. And I know you might be wondering, like, well, why can't we just subtract 2 from 8? Because doing this, subtracting a smaller number from a bigger number, is going to give you a negative answer. And when it comes to subtraction like this, you can't do this. This is in a whole new thing. So now that we've borrowed one number from the tens place, now we have 12 ones. Now 12 minus 8 will give you 4. 6 minus 3 is going to give you 34. Or 6 minus 3, 3. Answer 34. Let's try 81 minus 46. What is the first thing that we do? What's the first thing you notice about this problem? Yeah. In the top number, the ones place is lower than the bottom's ones place, which means that we need to borrow. So what we're going to do, he's red, we need to borrow. So it's like, hey, number 8, do you mind if I hold 1? Sure. So now this becomes 7 because you took 1 away because you need to add 1. So now this becomes 11. Now it's looking a little bit easier. 11 minus 6 is 5. Good job. 7 minus 4, 3. If you're not sure if you got the right answer, you can check it with addition. So if you take this 35 and add 46, will you get 81? So initially you're working your way down. To double check, you need to work your way up. So 35 plus 46, 5 plus 6, 11. That 1 plus this 3 plus this 4, 81. Let's do 90 minus 27. And I will show you maybe another way to solve it. It's regrouping and doing what I did before with the addition, but you're going to do it with subtraction. I'll show you. So right now we have, use black. Right now I have 90 minus 27. What is our first step? We need to borrow from what number? Yeah, we need to borrow 1 from this 9, which is going to give us 8. And then this 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 7, 3. 8 minus 2, 6. Our answer is 63. Now the other way, so we'll look at this and we will take 90 is just 90. That's fine. When we see 27, we can just take the 20. Leave the 7 alone for right now, right? 90 minus 20 gives you 70. But remember, we got to subtract 7 ones. And this is going to give us 63. So you can either write it out full on, or if you want to mentally do this, you can do it this way. Now let's do 54 minus 19. I think you are getting the hang of it because you're answering my problems. So we have 54 minus 19. Now I'm going to do it without writing it down. 14 minus 9. 4 minus 1. Again, we got 14 because we borrowed one number from this 5, making this 5 a 4, making this 4 14. Now to double check it, 35 plus 19. 5 plus 9 is 14. 1 plus 3 plus 1, 54. That is the correct answer. It might be a little bit more complicated with this one for the mental math because this number is so close to 20. So you got to go up. So we are going to have 50 minus 20. So pay attention. We still have this 4 remaining, and we gave it a 1. Because we have this 20, we rounded up, and we have this 1. So we subtracted 50 from 20, which will give us 30. But now we have to add back the numbers that we left behind. We didn't count this 4, nor did we count this extra 1 that we added on from rounding up. This is going to be 5 plus 5. It's funny that I brought up rounding up numbers because that is what we're going to get into next time. Rounding and estimating, it makes math more fun. It makes it move along faster. So good subtracting, and I can't wait to see y'all next time.